This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top. Brad, you know what I was thinking about this week?
What's that?
Your plethora of Facebook names that you've had over the past few years.
There's been a few. Everyone's had a good go. Mine have been pretty good there.
Yeah, no, specifically yours. I think Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista. Shout out to
Dave
Bautista.
Bautista.
Yeah.
Exactly like the wrestler / now actor, Dave Bautista.
Pretty good.
There was a brief period there, well, for 60 days, the minimum amount of time you can have a name for. You had Etihad Stadium.
Yeah,
I really did. That was my best work.
That was one of my favourite things I've ever woken up to, I reckon.
That was on tour, wasn't it?
You have a
That was on,
from
yeah, we
Etihad
played
Stadium.
in Melbourne in July of 2018. And because me and Adam stayed in an Airbnb and you guys stayed somewhere else. And we
Stayed
tried to
on
call
High
you
Road.
the next morning. And I was like, I can't find Brad. I think he might have deleted his Facebook. Your name was now Etihad Stadium. In brackets, your nickname was Broken.
Broken Etihad
And
Stadium.
your face and your profile photo was Homer Simpson hockey mask.
My Facebook is a joke. Like
And your cover photo was Austin Powers.
the Holy Trinity right there. That's crazy. Yeah, my Facebook's it's a laughing stock. But I've brought it back. But maybe I'm due for a new name. I'm definitely due for a new name, actually.
Remember those
Yeah.
cover photos we used to do? It would just be like colourful backgrounds. It's like,
Just a nice looking background.
This is me right now, or something like that. Like life is beautiful. It's just like a shitty like rainbow background from Google Images.
Yeah. So funny. Like, not that funny, but
Feeling the vibe.
this is like,
Brad,
yeah.
am I wrong, or did you have Doodoo in my trackies as a Facebook name? Or was that just
No,
purely
that was my
Instagram?
PSN name.
Ah, true.
Yeah, that was my PlayStation name. And I
Do
don't know
do
where
in
I
my
even got it
trackies.
from, if I'm going to be honest. I do not
Where'd you
know.
get it from?
Brain.
I don't know. I just can't remember. I don't know.
It's
Pretty funny.
hilarious.
Comedic
I like-
genius.
I'm just pretty funny, boys. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to quickly look through my cover photos. Austin Powers. The guy from Sex on Toast. Classic.
Oh yes.
He levitated. Shout out
What
to
else?
Sex on Toast.
Yeah. We got to have
Yeah,
old mate
Mate
on
from
the show.
Sydney, perhaps.
I got some
maybe.
Simpsons. A couple of Simpsons ones. When buildings fall down.
I think we think changing your Facebook name and having dodgy cover photos is funny, but I think most people just probably think you're a bit lame, actually.
It's pretty childish. Like,
It is.
pretty image. But
But it's pretty funny, though.
I don't give a rat's about my
Yeah,
Facebook
it's
at
who
all.
freaking cares.
Yeah. I don't mind putting on a joke for the people. Uncle Ben's Piss, another classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was also thinking about... I think I got it because I thought about the Etihad Stadium and when we used to play local trivia.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Best game.
Great
If anyone
car
wants
game.
a good car game, road trip game, you play local trivia where you ask questions really specific about your life and see if your mates can guess it. For
Really
example, who did I have for science in year 10?
Mr. Snowden.
Mr. Snowden, that's
Mr.
correct.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I had him and we were in the same class.
Yeah, we were
Righto.
too. We were
Top
too.
English. Fair enough.
Easy.
Whatever.
Science, Brad, but yeah.
Sorry. I wasn't in either, so no wonder I wasn't in top English. I'm saying shit
I
like
don't
that.
think we were in the same stream either.
Yeah,
but
X-Stream was way cooler. Everyone... I know there's two Y-Streams in chat right now.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
exactly. Even the Y-Streamers think X-Stream's
And
cool.
I'm in Y-Stream, yeah.
Yeah.
I was in both, actually. 2 years in X, 2 years
Yeah,
in
I
Y.
remember that.
One of the rare.
That was weird.
One of the rarities to do that.
Why'd you move?
Uh,
I don't even know.
Because I got asked to do top maths and I couldn't do it in X-Stream.
Whoa.
Extreme.
Jeez,
Whoa.
hands up.
What does that mean?
X-Stream and Y. So at our school, at our year 7 to 10 high school, they split up the 9 or 10 classes into just the different streams. Just like you would be in, if you were in X stream, you'd only be in X streams classes, and it was just
Right.
it meant nothing. It was just what people were in
It's
your
just a way
classes.
to divide
really.
up people.
I wonder if they did it at other schools. I don't know. Our school was pretty.
Huge.
Oh, it wasn't that big, Pius. I don't know.
Oh, I reckon it was. Like 250
Well, it was,
people in
but
a
like-
year. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's bigger schools. So I wonder
Oh,
if
yeah.
other schools do it. Surely.
Surely.
Well, I don't think we
it's
had
so
enough
quick.
people in our school to do that.
What school did you go to, Adam? Orange. Orange
No,
High?
St. Stanislaus College, Bathurst. Thank you.
Orange High.
Orange
and-
Public.
Orange. I wish I did. No.
Bong
was-
Water High.
I
Probably.
wish. That place sounds great to me.
Now, enough of this. All right, let's get into the episode. Enough talking of high school.
Enough.
We got Joe Willis here. I mentioned this last week, but we play in a rock and roll band, baby. It's called Split Feed. Myself, Brad, and
Hell
Adam,
yeah.
and Joe Willis is the singer-guitarist of that band. Joe Willis, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Thanks for having me, guys. I've been
Thanks for
looking
coming
forward
on.
to this a lot.
Welcome.
Yeah, it was a given that this was
was-
going to happen
yeah.
eventually. You'd come on, and I think it was a given one of the albums you were going to do.
Definitely one of them, yeah.
The Dream Is Over by Pup. It's
Yeah.
going up against Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Hell yeah.
Keen.
It couldn't
think-
have been anyone else than Pup.
Nah, yeah, it had.
It was always
it
going to
had-
be Pup. Like 100%.
definitely always
You
gonna be
guys
Pup.
knew that from the start.
Exactly.
I've never known a person to love an album so much ever in my life. That 1 year, I don't think I ever stepped foot in your car without that playing.
Yeah, I had the
Yeah.
CD. I had the CD because you remember Will? You burnt me like all those CDs.
Yeah.
Because my old car didn't have like an aux input, so I was just on the CDs. It was
Sounds like
yeah, it was like
sounds
the
like
Dream is over.
2005, but really it was 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like so
Behind.
not there with tech.
You're a dag.
Yeah.
Just like
I
Big
actually
Jeff
had
Willis.
to,
You just got it from your dad, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, legit. I can't
Oh,
I'm gonna be the biggest dag when I'm older.
That's nicer.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I was going to mention, you kind of brought it up, Adam, that year. I don't know if it was 2016 or 2017, Joe, but the year you had the Spotify year in review, and it was 10 songs and they were all Pup. They
Really?
could have all been
Oh,
from The
yeah.
Dream Is Over, actually.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I'm not.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And you know what? Good.
Yeah.
Call the cops. Call the cops.
Perfect. Call the cops. I don't
Call
care.
the cops, I don't care. And didn't last year have all the stories so far as well?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to go any further than
You
that.
just go in phases.
Yeah. I really do, and I don't like it. I
get locked in on
but
one
recently,
band.
recently I've expanded my music,
That's good.
whatever the word I'm trying to say.
So
But
have
yeah,
we. I didn't know I was
Your
into
mu-
Justin Timberlake, but I am.
Your music palette.
yeah. Well, I have like because of the pod. So I like try and listen to the albums that you guys do, and
Play
So
along
cute.
at home.
I've discovered
Yeah.
very good albums. Igor, for example.
Oh,
Will,
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I like that album. I just wanted Toxicity and Fall Out Boy to go through.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, too.
Yeah,
Rock
they
and roll,
do
dude.
slap those albums.
Joe, we usually ask our guests like what their bands have been doing, but we play in the same band and we've just been chilling out really. But
We have been chilling out. Yeah.
you've been keeping pretty busy. Have you? The new band you got going, is that happening?
We're trying to. It's very very hard to get 5 grown men. I wouldn't say grown men, but
Little boys.
in one studio on a night because we've got 3 of us don't work nights, so that's okay. But we've got Rory Burns from Jacob. He works a lot of nights, and we've also got Jackson Channing, the guitar player and singer in resident. He lives in Cessnock, and I think his shifts are all over the place, so it's hard to, sometimes we'll be like, let's jam on this night, and then it'll fall through like last minute, or we'll be like, let's meet up like tomorrow and like try and write some lyrics for a song, and then it'll be like, I got called into a shift or something like that. Yeah, it's a very, very slow process, and it's still really early stages, but we've got a few tracks there.
Nice.
It's not like, it's just for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Like, we're not like trying to,
It's how it
Change
should
the
be.
world.
That's good.
yeah,
Sick.
absolutely.
Is it like it's more heavy, isn't it? Like hardcore kind of stuff?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, not like, you know what I mean? Just like we're trying to like add like poppy elements, sort of thing. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it sounds sick.
Not yeah. It's like
Hello Kitty metal.
Hello Kitty metal. Yeah. I'll back that.
For sure.
About these two albums. So, the Pup album came out in 2013, I think.
Did it?
Yeah.
No,
2016.
No, 2016, sorry,
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
The first album was
Yeah.
2013. This one was 2016. Remo Drive was 2017.
Yeah.
So they both kind of hit us at the same time. Now, we were speaking about this the other day. We were pretty locked in on, like we just said before, locked in on a particular amount of bands. But when you first heard these albums, did they kind of change the game for you? A little bit?
Absolutely. I sort of like wrote a little spiel about this. This is like kind of why I
on
picked
it.
these two albums.
Let's hear
It
it.
was like, I remember I was saying it to you at work on Wednesday, Will, because before I'd heard these albums, I was sort of just listening to straight up rock and roll, just like Billy Talent, like Arctic Monkeys and Foo Fighters and stuff. Like it's good, like fucking sick. I love those bands, but like I didn't really realize that there was like this sort of like new wave of bands that had come through that was doing like all this new cool shit, like emo, like just like straight up like pop punk and stuff like that. I didn't really like know what that was because I was just sort of stuck in the past listening to like all these bands.
Older
but
bands.
yeah, it's sort of just like, it just did a lot for me because I remember I heard My Life Is Over and I Couldn't Be Happier on Triple J for the first time. And I like fell in love with it straight away. I was just like, this is sick. It's like exactly what I needed to hear at the time, and I didn't realize I needed to hear it. Same with like Remo Drive. I remember I was on YouTube one day and it was just like, you know how on YouTube you watch a video and like it has like an upcoming next one, like down the bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the music video for You're Killing Me by Remo Drive, and like I don't even know why I don't even know why I watched it. Like usually you just like piss them off and just be like, oh, I don't know what that is, I'm not gonna watch it. But I watched it and I was like, that was sick.
Yeah.
And and obviously just like fell in love with both of the bands
from
after
there.
hearing like those two singles. And yeah, it just sort of exposed me to like all these new genres of music, all these new bands, and like definitely like shaped my music taste for like what it is today.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's,
nice.
that's
Yeah.
poetry.
Well
Yeah.
said.
No, I was gonna say pretty much the same, like not the big spiel, but same thing, kind of open like a whole new area of punk in a way.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I was like,
just
what?
like,
Unlocked a door to all these other doors,
yeah,
which
well,
I'm
like,
still opening now too.
I
Like Polar Bear
love-
Club last week even.
Yeah, that's it. And like I said before, like I love, like I owe like a lot of like my music, like taste. No, not taste, but maybe just like knowledge of like songwriting and stuff to like Billy Talent. Like I owe a lot to Ian Desar, the guitar player. But like you know, like
Best
they're
hand
just
music.
like it's just like straight up like rock, like punk. But like as soon as I heard like these new bands, obviously I discovered like way more. And yeah, it definitely just like sort of exposed me to the wider world of like rock, like punk rock and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat.
Oh yeah,
well,
100%. I know exactly what I'm saying. You guys are just like, no, you know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
Yeah.
they're definitely probably two of the only albums that we all fully agreed on as well, I reckon. Like as a band, it was like
this Pup album. Yeah, that's our band album. If we had to choose one, I think.
Oh, for sure. It was
100%.
when we first got into it. That was like all we'd talk about, really.
Yeah.
It's like seeing little live sets and stuff that you saw
Yeah.
on YouTube of them, and anything Pup related. It was just all about that.
Yeah.
And we even tried to cover them.
Which
Did
we
we
never
ever
had
cover
one.
them?
we never
Yeah, we
did.
tried.
Which is,
Yeah,
no,
we-
I don't think we
we
tried it at a gig though.
Yeah,
We
you can't cover
planned
Pup.
to. We
Yeah.
planned to.
Yeah.
I think it was-
We played the outro to Familiar
Oh,
Patterns.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
staple.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate,
So
our
if anyone's
set,
been to a split feed show, you would have heard the outro to
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
highlight of the set wasn't even our own material. There you go.
That's all right.
Facts.
Before we get into it, I was gonna say what I told Adam this during the week, but because we've listened to these albums so many times, and I think we listened to a lot when we were driving, I've never really listened to them intently until this week,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I've found so much. Like they're just even better. They're even
Yeah,
better.
100%. Yeah. That's
I never looked into the lyrics. The lyrics on some of the Pup songs, I just never would have guess that's what they were about. Like Sleep in the Heat. That's
It's
about
about
his pet chameleon.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly. It's about, Pet chameleon
You
dying.
would never guess that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So
But once
sad.
I knew it, it's about his little pet chameleon that it was like his only companion, I think, when he was touring, because it was something that he could come back home to. I think he broke up with his missus or something, and it got sick, and he spent all of his money that he had trying to like make it better, and then it died, and it like broke him.
Yeah, shit. I thought it was about his dog because the music video with like Finn Wolfhard and like the dog.
and the dog, yeah.
So I just thought it was like about his
Thought
dog.
it was that.
Yeah.
No, it's chameleon.
Probably works.
It made it
Wow.
made it hit way harder for me anyway.
That's so upsetting.
Yeah, it is, but
The
it's
chameleon.
good.
Oh,
It's added a whole new layer to it for me, I think.
for sure.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Cool. I'll run through the deets of these two. So, PUP. Did you know that originally I think it was an abbreviation for pathetic use of potential?
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
know that.
That's so
Decent.
punk.
And they were
Yeah.
originally called Topanga
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Topanga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So sick.
Topanga. Yeah, they're on
T-O-P-A-N-G-A.
they're on SoundCloud. If you type in Topanga, it's like it's them, and it's got like
They're-
all their
they're
old
sick as
demos
well.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those tracks
they're
are still
really
sick.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. Yeah, they're from Toronto in Canada, formed in 2010. I'm not even going to bother trying to say their last names. I don't know what if they're Canadian. Anyway, Stefan, Nestor, Zach, and Steve. That was easier.
Yeah.
So The Dream Is Over. It's their second studio album. It was released on the 27th of May 2016 by Royal Mountain Records in Canada and then Side One Dummy Records worldwide. Side One Dummy released stuff from Violent Soho, Microwave, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Nice.
It's pretty dope. It was produced by a guy called Dave Schiffman. He has worked on some really sick albums. He hasn't produced these, but he engineered Biffy Clyro's Only Revolutions.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know
engineered. Yeah,
That just ruptured Joe to his core.
I'm blown.
Oh my
I
god.
yeah. I think I might need to check my DAX after that one.
Crazy Dax.
have you listened to the new Biffy Clyro album, Joe?
I have, yeah.
What do you think?
It's
It's very pop.
it's nothing. It's
Yeah.
got nothing on Only Revolution.
It is
There's
nothing.
some good tracks on there.
There's
there
some
are
pretty cool
good tracks
riffs.
on
I haven't
there.
listened to it a whole lot, but yeah,
Yeah.
judging from the singles, it's a bit more popular.
Yeah,
For
sure.
He also engineered System of a Down's Hypnotize and Mesmerize. And he also engineered Futures by Jimmy Eat World. So,
Yeah, true.
Wow.
nice little resume. And he produced Morbid stuff after this.
Yeah.
This album peaked at 48 in Canada, number 1 on the US Heat Seekers, which I think I said a couple of weeks ago was like the new artist kind of charts, and 5 on US vinyl sales, which is pretty cool. And it was the New York Times, very fancy, 11th best album of 2016.
Yeah, sick.
Should've
That
been
is it
higher.
for PUP. Moving on. Remo Drive. They're from Bloomington in Minnesota. They formed in 2013. At the time of this album, it was the brothers, who are the only 2 like members of the band now, Eric and Steven Paulson. Eric being the singer, Steven the bass player. And at the time, the drummer, Sam Matisse.
Bring him back.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
I feel like that was the missing piece.
That was
Like
that's
with
the,
their
that was the
latest stuff.
turning point in their band.
Oh,
yeah.
Getting rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drumming on this album and the little EP they released after this is
Oh, the EP.
So good.
so good.
Jeez.
Yeah. I had a fat listen to that today. I was like, oh,
Pop
so
music.
good. I was thinking like, oh, should we like include that? Because it's just like so good, but nah, it's got to be an album.
Yeah.
If those
That'd be
songs, if those songs on the pop music EP by Remo Drive were on Greatest Hits, they would be close to the best songs on the album.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Blue
easy.
Ribbon. Come on.
Yeah.
Song
Yeah.
of the summer,
Seriously.
so good.
Yeah. Song of the summer. Oh.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about pop music EP. We're talking about Greatest Hits. Their debut album was
Yeah.
released on the 16th of March 2017, independently. But then they signed to Epitaph Records and re-released with them. It was self-produced and self-recorded, but it was mixed and mastered by a guy called Jack Shirley, who's worked with Joyce Manor, Jeff Rosenstock. But yeah, Eric, the singer, recorded it and produced it,
True.
and it's pretty dope.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And the last thing I had on it was, I don't know if this is how they got really famous, or not famous, but really well known, was Anthony Fantano's review.
Yeah.
That's
That
how I
was
first found him. I think that's
big-
how we obviously all did. But
Yeah. That was a big
Yeah.
turning point for him, I think.
yeah, and
blew him
the
up.
Yeah,
"You're Killing
totally.
Me" video.
It was also
Yeah.
it was weird because it's not something typically that he would. He usually kind of just hates
I
all
think-
pop punk and that
I
sort of
think
stuff.
the Eric reached out to him. I think I read
Right.
somebody
Yeah,
somewhere.
I read that.
And yeah, he just must have got lucky. Like, he checked it out, must have loved it. I'm pretty sure he gave it like
Yeah.
a 7 or something, didn't he?
He gave it like a 9. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was like,
He
I don't
gave
think
I don't think it was a
really
9.
high.
I'm pretty sure it was like a
Oh,
7,
Maybe it was 7.
which is really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's...
I remember it was
sick.
better than you would imagine. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got. Let's get into
The elements.
Elements. I'm picturing like I know like all the voice change things. I was
guy's a
wondering
fan
like
of
how
the pod.
do you, so is this like recorded and then Brad, you like get that and just go the elements?
Yeah.
Or is it just
pretty
like you've got it pre-saved? Like
I've
the
got it
same one every
pre-saved.
single
I've got it
time?
pre-saved.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I've got the editor's
cool.
touch, you know.
Hey,
an inside look into the editing of the podcast.
Sure, live stream.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I said before, but how I actually, when I went and intentionally listened to these albums, the guitars on both albums, are like the fuzz on these albums are insane. On the bass as well.
So
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah.
Um,
So I love how I mean the bass tones are very different.
yeah, they're way
feel like-
fatter on the Pup album for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like you almost like can't even hear it that well because it just blends in so well with the guitars. It's like I think it's like so fat that you like sometimes can't even hear it. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but like
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You know that bit in the coast when it like sort of breaks down and you can, I think it's only bass
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
vocals.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
hear it and you're like, oh my God.
yeah.
So fat.
That is the fattest tone I've
Yeah.
ever heard.
But then the Remo Drive bass tone's so like crispy, just like
Yeah, it's
not
like-
not like distorted at all, but it's like so good.
Well, there's a fair bit of like indie rock influence, I reckon, on the
Oh,
Remo
absolutely.
Drive.
I'm
Yeah.
hearing like lots of like Vampire Weekend and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is sick.
Even
'cause
like,
it's- yeah. You go.
Two Door Cinema Club sort of bass-ish
Yeah.
parts in
No,
all
for
the
sure.
change-ups.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the guitars on the Remo Drive album caught me by surprise. I didn't remember or ever know how like dirty they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
Because
because yeah.
He plays
uses,
like those weird chords.
But yeah, it's so fuzzy, but you can still hear like the clarity of like the all the notes that he's trying to get in there, which is sick.
What's the lead guitarist in Pup? What's his name?
Zach.
No,
Slodowski.
that's the drummer.
Oh, is it?
It's Steve Sladkowski.
Oh, Steve Slodowski. Sorry.
He's
Yeah.
a genius.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever appreciated the guitar playing on this album like
So
enough
crazy.
back in the day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that same track, that the coast, he's just like starts wailing.
It's like it's unfair. It's unfair.
Wailing.
Yeah,
It
he
is.
does. It just it's unbelievable, and so unique as well. Like it's not just he's got
Yeah.
like definitely his own sort of style of playing, which I can't really explain, but yeah.
I remember I was watching a video of him doing like he was just playing guitar, and I remember he was saying that like when he first started learning guitar, his teacher told him that like you should always like you can't play a riff properly or like a solo unless you can play it perfectly on clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like
yeah,
he'd practice like these crazy fucking solos, but like he'd do it like clean through his amp, and then
Yeah.
once he can do it perfectly, because you know how when you play like distorted, it's sort of
Distortion.
like covers
gives you a
your
bit of
like
a cover
imperfections a
blanket.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's as soon as I heard that, I was just like, fuck, that's really
For
smart.
sure.
Watching them live, you can't like believe how like they're just jumping around and singing, and he's just how does one do that? As much as he
When
does.
he sings and
Oh,
plays the lead riffs, it's mind blowing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's good. So good. You
I
have
reckon-
the you go. I'll go. You have the pitchfork, don't you, Joe? Directly from Pup.
Is
that? Is it? I don't know.
I didn't know. I just bought a pitchfork.
Oh, I
because-
thought because all those like harmonic
I don't know.
kind of sounds. I thought that was like you got that because of Pup.
Nah,
Okay.
I didn't even know if they used one, but it's, I mean, it's the same idea, I guess. Like, I remember I got a pitchfork just because I thought it was cool. I just wanted to
Okay.
do like some octave bullshit, but yeah.
Yeah, because I always think in
But yeah, I
Cup.
know what you mean though.
Yeah, in Can't Win, where it's like in those like pre-choruses, where it's just that
Yeah.
like
it's
screaming guitar. I always thought that was like done by like
Well, I'm
something
pretty sure that's
a
just-
pedal like the Pitchfork. Is that just like
No,
the
I'm
recording?
pretty sure that's just him. 'Cause
Really?
It's like,
Okay.
I'll get real nerdy here, but it's like you do like a note, say on like the G string, and then you do like the semitone up, but like on the B string. So it's like you're playing them both at the same time. So it's like real dissonant and like
Okay.
Yeah.
sort of
for sure.
thing. But you can do that on a Pitchfork. You can do like a
Okay.
freaking interval, like
Yeah.
a seventh or something.
Yeah.
And you can just play one note and it'll do that for you. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the bloke just like does it by himself, which is
That's
crazy.
sick then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. That makes a lot of sense then. Because I was just like, this is like,
yeah,
yeah, sick.
Pup, the Dream Is Over is like the upbeat, fun punk album, and then Remo Drive is the solo in your bedroom punk album. I found because like songs like Hunting for Sport, they're so somber but really heavy at the same time.
Yeah.
Also, that song's a bit of a sleeper song. I used to always think that song was average, but that
Yeah.
song rules.
it's good. Hey,
I
yeah.
kind of didn't like it this week.
Really?
If I had to
I
choose-
just think the
I like
vocal
it.
melody in the chorus. Was
I
just
thought
like,
the outro was kind of like obnoxious, like where like they bring it back
Yeah.
again.
yeah.
Even though that's like
Same.
that's the whole idea of the album, like being so dramatic that it becomes ironic. But that was
Yeah.
just one step too far for me.
I was thinking the exact
minute
same
long-
thing. I was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
this is like, are they taking the piss? But like,
Yeah.
it's mad. Like they
It is
owned
sick.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
it
how
is
they
weird
just sprinkle it like throughout
the
the
second
album.
song.
for
So what
sure.
you saying?
Hey?
Will?
I said it's weird that that's the second song and they did like a big
Yeah.
minute-long
Yeah.
weird outro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely courageous.
Pretty ballsy.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Sounds
word
ballsy.
for it.
Yeah. I kind of found that the lyrics were a bit, as you were saying before, like it's so like over the top that it becomes ironic. But I did find like parts of it were kind of annoying in comparison to like Pulp, where Pulp is like the lyrics are so good, and that is just like an album of a fully broken man, basically. When you like read it all, you're just like, oh my god, he was like super depressed. Whereas
Yeah.
this one, there's a few tracks where it's just kind of like Strawberetta. I when I looked into it, it's just about like getting drunk for the first time.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And that kind of ruined it for me because I was like, this is so dramatic. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I think that's the brilliant thing.
Just
Of
like have a
it's
beer,
like,
pussy.
Just it's
Come
not
on.
that. It's not that, but it's just like a lot of the lyrics in it. I just can't take it as seriously as Pups, I guess.
okay.
Even though the music side of it, I find, amazing. So
Yeah.
definitely kind of makes up for it.
That's
but,
it.
Yeah.
Still, like, it's still some of the lyrics in that album, like, are mad.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon, yeah. It's just like,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like, some are just like,
Yeah. They just don't sound as grown up as
Yeah.
Pup. Probably because they literally weren't. Like they
Yeah.
just were a lot
Yeah.
younger. So they're not. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
find
mean
like
as much.
the amateurish nature of it, like
Yeah, I do
inspiring.
like that
I
as
think
well.
I think that's just one of its best things going for it. It is so
Oh,
because they
100%,
self-recorded it and
yeah.
whatnot, and yeah, I think they figured out just a way to make it like really fun, but with like those crazy dramatic lyrics and like self-destructing kind of in a way as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think it's in Eat Shit. It's like, all my friends are growing up. I eat shit daily. That's like the
Yeah.
last two
Yeah.
lines of the song. It's so like it's pretty obnoxious, but it's still. It's kind of hits home at the same time. I reckon. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
pretty
There are
100%,
definitely parts
yeah.
of it that are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do like.
it's great. Like that's
But-
one of the things looking back this week that I didn't really notice the first time. That's pretty relatable. A lot of it.
Mm.
yeah.
It is.
I
So
thought
is the Pup
exact
album,
same.
though.
Oh, yeah,
very
absolutely.
literal and very self-loathing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
that's the other thing, that there's a lot of parts on the Remo Drive album where it's like they've left it. It's not as much of like a storyteller. Like it's pretty. It's a lot vaguer. Whereas the Pup, I love like an album like Pup's album where it's like kind of a storyteller. I guess like
Yeah.
especially like if this tour doesn't kill you, that's like the funniest lyrics I reckon. But like still
Yeah.
very angry, but like just executed perfectly.
Yeah.
I think.
I've said that a few times on the podcast. I love albums that I can picture
Yeah.
what he's talking about, what they're singing about.
Yeah.
It gives you
That's
such a
one-
great
this is one of those
visual
albums.
visual in the head.
Mm.
Yeah, something that probably Remo Drive doesn't do as well.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah.
We haven't really said a bad word about the Pup album, but I wanted to say, All right, here's a little take that you might hate.
All right, let's go.
But, all right, hear me out. I don't really have a reasoning for this, but I'm just going to say it and throw it out there and see what you say.
Watch out, Will.
Okay, so if this tour doesn't kill you, do you reckon that song would be as good if it didn't go straight into DVP? I don't reckon it would be. I reckon it would be the worst song on the album.
But it's not. It's not, but it's still a good song. But that's not the point of it. It's like...
No, I'm just saying, I that whole song, I kind of am waiting for the, but I will.
Yeah,
but if that didn't come, I would be left a bit broken.
No, I
just don't. You don't even worry about that because it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like
that's not how it works.
I don't listen to albums and be
think-
like, this would be shitter if they did this.
I think
'Cause they
Papa's
did it,
smart enough
you
to
know what I
know
mean?
that would suck.
Yeah. But it's still a good song anyway.
Yeah.
Like the lyrics.
The lyrics are
I want to go down on a power drill. That's the most
Crazy.
vivid, over the top lyric, but you know, and also sets up the album as well because it's like that. A lot of the album is about when they were touring. Obviously, the dream is over, and how they were going to kill each other.
And he's like his throat and shit.
Yeah,
Everything about his throat. Yeah.
What's the throat story again? He went to the doctor and
I want to get. It's in my 2 truths, so we don't want to talk too much.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I got to take.
There we go. Save that one.
I think that the songs with more basic structures are the ones I like more. Like I think My Life's Over, I couldn't be happier, in Can't Win, in DVP just do more for me. I think the Coast and
backed.
the Coast and the what's the other really heavy one?
Old Wounds.
Old Wounds. Yeah, I just there's some that doesn't. I think I like them when they're more rememberable with the hooks, and because that's I think his strongest point, his lyrics, and those just belting out like brothers moment, heart in your sleeve sort of stuff, is where they shine the most. Which they do a lot more on the second album as well. Which after listening to this album this week, I used to say that Morbid stuff was better. This is better. I was being silly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually a little boy.
Yeah.
This album's definitely the best.
This album is better.
Simple as that.
I kind of disagree. I think that I mean no, not about. I definitely think this is a better album, but I think the songs like The Coast and Old Wounds, I think they definitely have a good like spot in the album because they also show off like how musically
absolutely
talented they are. Do you know what I mean? And it makes it a little bit more. It was just like fucking how many songs are there? It's like 10 or whatever.
10,
just straight pop punk bangers.
I agree. Yeah, I'm just saying if I had
Do you
to
know what I
choose
mean?
one or the other, I'd choose the poppier side because you can't have one without the other. But if I had to choose, I would go for the more memorable ones, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah,
no, that's fair.
Yeah,
for sure.
Fair. Fair. Good.
Very fair. Coolio. Anyone got any more to add, or should we get into segments?
I'm trying
get
to
into
think.
segments. I'm keen.
All right, play that music, Bradley. We're doing Get Inked.
Get Inked.
All right,
I missed my Dax when I heard that for the first time.
I had a few people say the very same.
Get Inked.
I think it's maybe the best addition to the podcast.
It's so funny.
So we're going to be making some tattoo ideas from the lyrics of these or the albums. I'm going to go first because I actually think I might be getting this weekend, this pup tattoo, but it's not from this album.
Whoa.
It's from Morbid
Oh
Stuff. I'm just
yeah,
gonna say
I know
it.
what you're gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so on Morbid Stuff album cover, it's like they're playing musical chairs or something, but there's a balloon off one of the chairs, and I'm going to get that. Not off this album though, so I did think of another one, which I'm not going to get. But from DVP, the line is 3 beers and I'm so messed up, get drunk and I can't shut up.
Yep.
So it's just 3 like beer cans in a row, and the logo of the beer is a brand. It's like an open mouth. So 3 beers and I can't shut up. Pretty simple.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I was
And
actually
this
gonna,
one's even more simple. What's that, Joe?
Sorry, I was just about to say that Morbid Stuff tat that you were gonna get. I was literally gonna message you earlier this week, and I was gonna say if you don't get that within a month, I'm getting it. But
Yeah, I know you want to snag it.
Good to know
It's a
you're
good
getting
tat.
No, Tammy got me she like got me the quote, so I have to go get it now.
Nice.
Like
Jeez.
she's
Oh.
paid for it for my birthday,
True.
so I have to
Sick.
do
it.
it.
That's awesome.
I'm locked in. And then Remo Drive. This one's like shit. Only like from the song Crash Test Rating. Only like me because I'm safe with my 4-star crash test rating.
Yeah.
It's just 5 stars and 4 of them are coloured in. That's it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Fair
can see
enough.
Across
Next.
the chest.
Who's next?
Joe, do you wanna go?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. Alright, so my pup one. So it's a big fucking chest tat, like right across the front. It's from Old Wounds. It says, it's like a question. It's like, want to know if I'm still a prick? Like a massive writing. And then it's like an arrow, like going from the chest all the way around to the back. So it's like whoever has the tattoo sort of like displays it. They're like, oh, check this out. It's like, want to know if I'm still a prick? They like turn around and it says in massive font, I am. Exclamation mark, and it's got like a rude finger down there, down the bottom.
That'd be a good like Facebook shirt.
Yeah,
definitely working
totally.
that.
We've had a few of them
Yeah.
actually. Facebook shirts going.
And my Remo Drive one, it's from Eat Shit. It's just a tattoo of someone like eating out of a toilet bowl. It's like with a big spoon, like cereal. And there's like people around him that like dressed in teenager clothes, but they've got like elderly faces, and they're just like mocking him. Yeah,
Crazy.
it's like all my
I like
friends
it.
are going up. I eat shit daily, so it's
Yeah.
just like
Oh, yep.
Decent,
Nice.
yeah.
I see that. I'll go.
Bit on the right arse cheek, by the way.
Yeah, of course. I had you know, like the scent shaped air fresheners, like the tree shape
Yeah.
that you put in your car. I was thinking like a hanging one of them, that's like on your arm or something, and this says Pine Point, like
Nice.
in a green air freshener, in like the shape of a tree. You guys
That's
can see
really
that.
cool. That's actually
Yeah.
sick.
Oh, that's like an actual
That's
potential
cool.
tat. Yeah, and
Must steal
for
that.
Remo, I just had like the crash test racing. You know, just like when you see those high speed crashes of like the cars, and you always see like the mannequins that are in there, and they're always getting like
Yeah.
so messed up. I was just thinking like a really deteriorated and broken like mannequin crash test
Oh,
rating
that's
head,
nice.
doll head.
Yeah, nice.
I like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be kind
That's
of cool. Yeah,
Mine,
That's nice.
Sick.
mine's really complicated for pup. So this is also just a little fun fact about one of the songs. The Coast is based off an old Inuit story that apparently Canadian parents tell their kids so that they're careful when they're like walking on ice. And it's about a little girl that went fishing and then a monster came out and like stole her. So that's what that whole song's about, which is heaps dark. But I had you know the DreamWorks, like just like the side profile of the kid with the fishing line.
Oh, on the
Yeah.
moon.
Just had
Yeah.
that with just like a big monster hand, like hanging onto the
Oh,
That's
line.
sick. That's
Cool.
kind
It'd be
of cool.
pretty scary,
yeah.
pretty nice.
Well,
And then my
That's
one
mad.
and my one for Remo Drive was just for I'm a doctor, like how he's talking about how he needs a new drug to sort of calm him down, and it would just be, like the prescription med, like just the classic white prescription boxes, and it would just say like Remo Drive, take twice daily or whatever.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's pretty crap.
Nice. That's
That's
sick.
cool. No, that's nice.
Couple
Actually,
nice tats
it would
going around
say
tonight,
eat
boys.
shit daily. Actually, on it.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be
sick.
just to link it all up.
I have an honourable mention that I thought of earlier this week that we talked
Yeah.
about, Adam. It's
Oh, yeah.
my guitar tab that I made on Ultimate Guitar for My Life Is Over and I Couldn't Be Happier. The best rated one, by the way, just quickly add. But
Go check it out.
That sort of just like the whole like guitar tab for the intro riff, just like big back tat. Just like up the top it says The Dream Is Over guitar tab by Pup, and it's just like from top to bottom.
Written by Joe Willis as well.
Yeah,
By
it's
Joe
got
Willis.
out by Joe Willis 97.
Notated by Joe Willis 99.
Joe, what song is that? In case the good listeners want to go look it up on ultimateguitar.com.
My Life Is Over and I Couldn't Be Happier. Guitar
Yeah.
tab, look it up. It would be
Go
the first
check
one
it
there. Give me a 5-star. Crash test rating.
Cheers.
That's
No
so
doubt.
nice.
Well played.
Cool. Let's do a new segment. Week 2 of the pitch. Alrighty.
Nice.
So we're
We also-
gonna
We were supposed to just
we're
do
good.
one for this, weren't we? Just one.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
just a
cool.
singular.
Alright,
So we're gonna
cool.
be using song titles. we're going to be creating a movie plot and saying who stars in it. Joe, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Alright.
Okay, so mine's a bit over the top.
That's all right.
It's from Sleep in the Heat, from Pup.
Yeah.
Okay, so the movie stars Nicolas Cage as
Nice.
Benjamin Butzer, a struggling accountant who one day makes a very, very big mistake by sleeping with his boss's wife.
Whoa.
All hell breaks loose as Mr. Butzer suffers the wrath of his revengeful boss. Benjamin must fight for his life alongside his son Mark, played by David Dobrik, and their dog Cameron. As their 3-story mansion rapidly fills with sleep gas, along with a rampaging fire that rages on the bottom floor, slowly rising to the top. As the minutes fall shorter and the flames grow taller, the Butzers must escape from their hell house or die. And like, when the movie comes out on DVD, you know how they have like those like statements up the top or like catchphrases or whatever? So it's stay on your heat. So sorry, stay on your feet or sleep in the heat.
Whoa. I'm clapping.
That's good.
Jeez.
I love
That's-
this segment.
oh,
Brad, you want to go?
mine is so shit compared to that. I didn't write a synopsis or anything.
Yeah, neither.
Okay.
I thought that's what we're supposed to do.
That's
No,
right.
it's good.
We should.
We don't know. We're still figuring it out.
We
I
should be.
definitely have to up my game here. Alright. So mine, it's called Pine Point once again, and it's like a really. I remember like one of the first horror movies I ever saw was a movie called Dying Breed, and it's about like these people going to look for the Tasmanian tiger in Tasmania, and they end up getting like chopped up and eaten by a bunch of like people who make pies. And it's like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. So it's pretty much just the story from that, except it's like the Pup the band, go on like a expedition to find Bigfoot in like the Canadian North, and they stumble across this town, and maybe a different sort of pastry, maybe a croissant, maybe, and yeah, they slowly die one by one while looking for Bigfoot.
Mine is
Yeah.
so similar. Almost like
I like it.
it's
I'd watch that.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mine is also Pine Point, but
Nice.
it's a teen horror movie starring Finn Wolfhard and the other kid in, I don't know how to say his name, Gatton Matazzaro.
Oh yeah, Gaten Matarazzo or something.
The other Stranger Kids guy. And they are hiking through the woods, and they've got a bit of a dispute going because they get lost, and then they end up being stalked and followed by an old psycho played by William Dafoe. You know,
Oh yeah.
William Dafoe. He's got the scariest face ever.
Oof.
And yeah, just that's it. Along the way, they
Crazy.
find friendship, I guess.
No.
That's it.
Or
maybe they
mine's
get
not
killed.
from
I'm not
the Pup
sure.
Hour. Mine's from Remo Drive. It's called
Nice.
Summertime.
Decent.
Mine suck. Oh yeah, I suck at this. So it's an American Pie / Superbad type movie. Two 18-year-old larrikins played by John Boyega and Miles Teller. So they're gonna need probably some CGI on their face so they look
John
younger.
Boyega.
John Boyega and Miles Teller.
Miles Teller.
And of course he's doing the Steezy dance. They
Yeah, I was
have
about to
just
say,
finished high school, and they have one last epic summer together before they go off to their separate colleges. They party, they carry on, they have a great time. But when love gets in the way, will their friendship fade? Summertime 2021.
Nice.
Decent.
Nice.
So it's pretty much the plot from Fired Up minus the cheerleading. If you guys have seen that movie.
I have seen
My
Fight Up.
favorite.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our segment, the pitch. Let's do the ad. Alrighty, what songs we chucking in our playlist called the Record Royale ads, which you can find on Spotify. It's getting pretty beefy.
I haven't thought about this actually.
Fair amount of songs in there at the moment. But if you're thinking, Joe, Brad, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. For Pup, I had Can't Win. That was one of the new ones that I really got on my radar this time around. I think I love the pre-chorus and the chorus combo, and then
Yeah.
just like and like the second verse. Just like his vocal melody is insane. It's just a ton of fun, and grew up on me. this time around. I'll say for Remo Drive, I'll do crash test rating because I love the idea of like comparing yourself to a car that's made to get destroyed for analytics. That's just so like,
Yeah.
that's just, that blew my mind when I had a good think about it. It's like, geez, that's pretty grim, but like it's done in such a fun way, and like it's really one of the heavier tracks off the album as well. So yeah, I'll go them two.
Cool.
Yeah.
I also had Can't Win. So I might go Doubts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you go Doubts. I think that song, I didn't realize how large that song was.
So heavy, yeah.
Yeah, it's so heavy, and the guitars on it just go crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go Doubts. And
Fat
Remo
intro.
Drive, I had the second last song, I'm My Own Doctor.
Yeah, classic.
Best song for me. The vocal intro. I've been
Yeah,
it's begging for a big crowd to like sing
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
But and the fattest riff on that album is the outro of I'm My Own Doctor as well.
Yeah.
Very fast.
So good.
So good.
Yeah, Joe, what were yours?
I'm gonna go My Life Is Over and I Couldn't Be Happier. Just purely like for the reason of what I was talking about earlier on the pod. Yeah, it was just like the first pop song I'd heard. I owe it a lot. I owe that song, like, you know, that got me into pop, pretty much.
For sure.
And for Remo Drive, I know it's like probably like the most popular song like off that album, but in cliche. But you're killing me.
Yeah.
I think
So
it's got to
good.
be in there. It's got to be in the
It's
playlist.
so good.
It's so fun.
Probably my favorite off the album. I think.
Yeah.
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 The subtle thing about that song is it in the, I guess it's the chorus. The drums are like he plays that like weird
Yeah.
offbeat.
It's like yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
So good.
It's still
Adam,
good.
what were
Drumming
yours?
makes it. I'm gonna say Sleep in the Heat. Weirdly, which used to be my least favorite on the album.
Yeah. Me too.
But I
love that song.
for some reason I really like it this time. Probably because finding out about what the lyrics mean just
Yeah.
made it just feel really sorry for him, eh? I just keep coming back to it.
So good.
And it's just there's a lot of emotion in it, and but I like that it's kind of over a pretty novel thing. But and then for Remo Drive, I'll just say Art School because I feel like it has to also be in there.
That
Sure.
song's so good.
Just
That's my
like
second pick.
if I possibly could, Art School the audio tree version, which I've watched
sure.
so many times. Old mate on the
Yeah.
the tambourine going crazy. That's
Yeah.
a great vid.
I'm due to watch that again.
Yeah,
So good.
It's so good. But yeah,
Yeah.
for the same reasons as everything else, just like all the different sections. Great songwriting. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So good.
Awesome. We got one
Yeah,
more
all through.
segment. Two truths and a lie.
Two truths and a lie.
That's right. That is right. Bradley, you're up this week.
I'm up.
What do you got for us?
So we have two truths and one lie, both all about Pup and Remo Drive. Number one, here we go. Remo Drive got their name from Remo drumheads. Number two, the drummer of Pup said Bat Outta Hell by Meatloaf was a critical part of creating and making dramatic music. Number three, the singer Stefan of Pup said he would drink instant gravy to soothe his throat after shows while touring with Modern Baseball.
Okay, I know one of them's. I know which one is true, so I'm not going to tell Joe and Adam, but I've read one of them during the week,
Cool.
actually. So I'm going to
Rightio.
rule out one, not telling the others. So
the first one was Remo Drive got their name from Remo drumheads.
Yeah. So
Okay,
the bassist Steven, he said he just saw that and thought that was a cool word. So that's what they got it from.
Remo.
I don't know where the drive came from.
Remo.
it's a pretty
Yeah.
cool word.
It is a cool word.
Yeah.
It is a cool word.
Be a good clean
What'd you say? He drank gravy, hot or cold gravy?
I think hot. It was like, I think it was on that tour. Yeah, it was with Modern Baseball, and it had Jeff Rosenstock and Tiny Moving Parts as well. Like, and they like
Pup
they,
headlined.
No, it was Modern Baseball's tour. But like,
That's
it
a
was in different
mental
parts
tour.
of America that had like different second acts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pup maybe. it
I
was,
reckon
like,
that's
through Canada
true.
as well.
I reckon that's true because of
Yeah.
the whole I mean, like the whole concept of the Dream is that, I mean, not the concept, but like the idea behind the name is like how he got told like pretty much the dream is over if he doesn't like look after his voice or something.
Yeah.
I reckon Brad's being tricky, but
Yeah.
Yes.
I
also
reckon
that. Yeah. What was the
I reckon
second
he'll-
one?
The
he
Bat
would
Out of
know-
Hell one. Can you say that one again?
Yeah. So I was watching an interview with this Remo something TV, and he said they had a cassette tape in the car, and it just like, even though it's like not very good, you know, Meatloaf sucks. He said it was always dramatic, which gave them their dramatic edge when he brought it to the rest of the band.
Oh, that sounds like a Brad line, but it also like he could be tricking us.
I'm going with the first one.
I'm going with the gravy one is the lie.
Okay.
I'll say Meatloaf then
Okay.
for fun.
So we all good? Confirmed?
Yeah.
Righty. Remo Drive did get their name from Remo Drumheads,
Oh, fuck
That's
off.
the one I read. Yeah.
and
Damn it.
Stephen never drunk gravy on the tour with
Yeah.
Woohoo! Because they had to cancel those shows because of his voice. They never went on the tour with Modern Baseball.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I just
But
felt
they
like
did listen to Meatloaf.
Yeah. Why would you drink gravy?
yeah.
Like, why would you drink gravy when you can drink like tea that is like way better for you?
Exactly.
What was I thinking?
What do you think?
Idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like
Gravy's good, though.
poutine because they like their bloody gravy over there with their chippies or whatever that
Yeah.
stuff is. I wouldn't even know. So I just felt gravy. Goosey's all. You're all.
Nah,
except
I
for
got
Will,
that
of
one,
course.
thank
Except for
you.
Will. Yeah, sorry, mate. Well played.
It's a rarity for me to get one, but I got one.
Yeah.
I think I had a 50-50 chance because I read the Remo one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's super random.
Yeah, I just
But
looked up
cool.
Remo Drive interview, and that was the first thing they said. So I was like, yeah, popping that in.
It is a cool band name, Remo.
Fair enough. It is
Sure.
good. Yeah.
Awesome. There you go.
Sweet. Before we get into rating the albums. Okay, can you hear that noise?
Yeah. Sorry, there was some hero out the front, like Revenie's murder. He's gone now. He's probably I don't know.
I hope that cuts
T42s.
through. If
got
not,
it.
Brad, can you just insert some
Yeah.
fat motorbike sound?
He's gone to do doughies at Planet Fitness car park for sure.
I've probably got some recordings of that actually. So
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, cool. Before we rate the albums, Joe, we have some fan questions, and they're for you, my man.
Oh, cool.
All right. So, number one. This is Toby Greentree, our friend.
Oh, here we go.
Why is Joe so sus?
Look, man. Look, Granger, at least I've got uni mates. Like, you keep making out you got uni mates, and you keep making out you got a girlfriend as well. Like, when are you gonna, are we gonna get to meet
He
her?
does have a girlfriend, bro. You just haven't
I'm
met
starting
her.
I'm starting to think you don't have one.
Hey, she doesn't like because you're sus. I've met her. She's really lovely.
There's something fishy about that. There's something seriously sus about the idea that Green Tree has a girlfriend.
Something sus about the green trees. All right, moving on. Will Hampton's got 2 questions. We love you, Will.
Hampton.
He's a regular asker of the
Not sure
cues.
if I'm familiar. Will Hampton.
No, he's a fan of the pod. So he said,
Cool.
who is the first band you would like to see live once restrictions allow for it? I guess we could ask that to everyone, actually, but Joe, you go first.
System of a Down.
That was mine too.
Are we? Does it have to be local? Can it be like big time?
Well, that's not going to happen, but yeah, mine would be System of a Down or Slipknot.
yeah. I was talking about this the other day with people. That System of a Down have been on the top of my list for years of like band I must see. I'm really upset I haven't seen them yet. So hopefully
Might
one
not get
day
the chance
I would
either.
pay,
They're cooking it.
I would pay over $1,000 to see them.
That reminds me, everyone listening, go to www.recordrayale.com.au. We've introduced a new little website series called the Record Royale Hall of Fame. Whenever someone gives an album a 10, we have to write a little bit about it. And I kicked it off with Toxicity by System of a Down.
Nice.
It's just a little bit of words on a little bit of a website. You can go check it out. But
Sure.
Record Royale Hall of Fame. Brad, Adam, any 2 bands? They could be local.
I'll do a realistic and unrealistic. Unrealistic, be like probably Daft Punk, obviously, or Kanye
I was
West.
going to say the same.
If we're being unrealistic, but realistic, I would say honestly, Splendid next year, The Strokes. Like, come on,
Yeah.
that's got to be it.
I'm probably the
wanting to see them
same.
for a while.
Mine's Tyler, like specifically right now during his Igor period, and probably the Strokes as well, actually. I'd say. Or actually,
Yeah.
I'd love to see Pup, even though I've already seen him.
Yeah, same.
I would love to see
Yeah.
Pup headline show at the Cambo,
Yeah.
and
Jeez.
I'd pay $5,000.
Pretty sure they were meant to come this
Yes.
year as
So,
well.
I'm on
They're not
10%, boys.
Don't tell me that.
Huh?
let's
Oh,
get
okay,
these
we'll
ratings
wrap it
down.
up soon. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
We're nearly done.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Next question, though, real quick.
Yeah.
What would your WWE intro theme song be? Now, I have a playlist on Spotify called WWE Potential Theme Songs, but I can't remember what they are, the songs.
Is somebody's already Bodies by Drowning Pool?
That was the ECW, like, TV show.
All right.
theme
Well,
song.
I'm taking that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They never used it. I'm using it.
Yeah. Easy.
So good.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Now, Joe, this is specifically for you from our mate Dave-O McLennan.
Oh yeah.
Shout out, Dave.
Yeah. Here we go.
This is actually kind of for all of us. This is a split feed related question. Would you rather listen to Pork Wing or King and Queen on repeat for a day? Now, for a bit of context for everyone, Pork Wing and King and Queen are two songs from our first EP that we made when we were 17. So they're not the best, but they've become a bit of cult classics in the split feed realm, I
Discography.
suppose.
The
But yeah,
void.
Joe, Pork Wing or King and Queen for a day? What are you taking?
Pork Wing.
What about
Reckon
Pork
I
Wing
would
too?
I can't stand the bridge in King and Queen. It's like the laziest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, simple as that.
Yeah.
Pork Wing kind of slaps.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's alright.
But we can go shit there.
I can't tell what percent I'm on. I reckon I'm on like 6.
Do you have a phone
That
charger?
one. I do, but like I've got my like earphones in.
True. All right, we'll quickly
Yeah.
wrap it up. Let's give these
Yeah.
ratings. Let's rate these albums.
I wish I could talk for another 2 hours. Oh.
Let's go.
All right, Brad, what are we rating the albums out of?
We've got. What were they? Well, I had it ready. A crash test rating out of just give it crash test rating, and then
Remo Drive.
out of for Pup, we'll say out of how many tours that don't kill you.
All right, Joe, kick it off.
Alright, I'll kick it off just in case my phone dies.
Yeah, we're doing Pup first.
So, Pup first, I'm giving it 10 tours.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it was. Yeah, this album is one of my favorites of all time. If you know me, you know that. It's perfect in my opinion. It got me in. It's like pretty much ultimately shaped my music taste today, like far more than Greatest Hits did by Remo Drive. Yeah,
10.
easy.
Bang.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brad?
I'm gonna go 9 because I don't know what's missing, but there's something about me that can't give it a 10, even though I think it's all like pretty damn flawless as well. I think it's so unique compared to all the other sort of pop, like that whole wave that came through in that early to mid 2010s, and there's nothing like Pup, so everyone definitely should have a listen. It's worth your time.
Yeah. Decent.
Adam,
Brad, was
I'm
that 9?
also-
Sorry.
that
Yeah, it was a 9.
9
I thought so. All right,
Yeah.
Adam?
I'm also going to give it a 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was trying to think of like what it's missing, but I reckon it just really works as a, I don't know. The album's cohesive as in that, like, you can tell what a song from that album, it's definitely from that album sort of thing with the production and everything. And I love the aggressiveness of it and the lyrics. Yeah, I think I like it more than I did before on this second listen, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Now that I've looked into it a bit. But, yeah,
Bang.
there you go.
10.
10. And also all the
Hell yeah.
memories that we have. You
Yeah.
can't really deny them. So
Exactly.
there you go. Big fat 10.
Cool.
What are we rating it out of? 10.
Tours that don't kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 tours
I
that
cooked it
haven't
before
killed
when
me.
I said that.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you
So,
doing, Will?
let me just talk first and I'll talk myself into a number. So, I think this album's like everything I love in music. You know, it's got pretty crazy drumming, huge sing-along vocals, and just as important backing vocals, which I'm a big fan of. And insane technical guitar, but they're also really fat and fuzzed out, and the bass is crazy. You know, probably the fattest I've heard in a punk band in terms of guitar tones. but then also the really relatable personal lyrics, and you know, I think the best thing about Pup is just they're super fun, and that they don't take themselves seriously, but their songs are really well written as well. I think I'm just gonna go with a freaking 10 out of 10. Tours That Don't Kill You, because
Whoa.
if I'm saying this is what I love in music, this is it. Then this is their best album, and it has everything that I can listen to this whenever, and I'll be like, cool, this is dope.
Sheesh.
And I don't skip a song. I know every single part back to back. You know, it's a 10. It's a 10. It is a 10. It's a 10. It's another 10. Sheesh. All right, let's do Remo Drive. Greatest hits out of crash test rating score. What was that? What it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it your crash
All right,
test rating.
Joe.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8. Crash test ratings. Yeah. I mean, sick album. Once again, I owe it a lot for like sort of shaping my music taste for what it is today. But yeah, it's just doesn't slap as hard as The Dream Is Over. Full stop. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brad.
Cool. Yeah, I was going to give it an 8 crash test rating as well. I think I love it for its its amateurish ability, and its like destructive but dramatic fun at the same time. I do think after hearing their other albums, it might have been a bit of a fluke. But
for sure.
like,
Yeah.
but I'm cool with flukes. Flukes are great. We're this world's built on flukes, you know. So, oh yeah, 8. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Anyway, 8.
Adam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7. Weirdly, as I said before, I don't know what it is. I just kind of found parts of it more annoying than I did before. Maybe it's just because I'm putting it up against Pup, so it just doesn't. It has diminished it a little bit for me. But yeah, I just found some of the lyrics, I just couldn't really get into it. I do appreciate all the bells and whistles, all the different structures and stuff that they have there. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's standing up against Pup. It just seems a lot less, better. Oh yeah, less in quality.
Yeah.
Than the Pup album.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, sweet. This is probably like my favorite album of 2017 when it came out, but I haven't really gone back to it much since until this week. But I loved it. Hey, I thought it was the sound on this album is so good. I love the guitar sound so much, and there's a lot of really catchy vocal melodies that I didn't realize there were.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
But yeah, there's like a couple of forgettable parts that I'd probably give the skip to. So I'm gonna give it an 8. 8.
Yeah.
It's an 8
Yeah.
crash test rating, whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
So
Too easy.
probably like this is our tied all-time biggest score.
Jeez.
We got 39 out of 40 for The Dream Is Over by Pup.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Was it gonna get anything else though? And
Like,
it's
hell no.
beaten Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. 31 out of 40. Still very, very good.
Yes.
Sick.
2 dope albums, and The Dream Is Over was probably always going to win.
That's a contender.
If you
Yeah.
ask someone
Yeah,
else,
look,
maybe
like,
not. But
yeah.
for us 4, I think it was a bit of a given.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyone that knows this, I
100%.
reckon that's going to go
But-
deep in the next bracket.
Yeah.
That's going to go deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, that's going to be the number 1 seed, unless
Yeah.
we get 3 10s.
Who knows?
Spin Bullet to Heaven. They'll get 310.
Oh yeah. Let me know when you're doing that. I'll jump back on. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, next week on the show, we are doing Lush by Snail Mail and Soccer Mummy's Clean album. I've dabbled in these 2 a little bit, but I'm really keen to get into them this week.
Yeah, me and Adam
be
are big
awesome.
fans of the Lush album by Snail Mail, but
Huge
I only
fan.
know that one song by Soccer Mummy. Cool, so it should be fun.
Yeah,
but
same.
I only know a couple tracks. Heaps can.
Yeah, should be sweet. Cool.
Phew.
Joe, thanks so much for coming on, my guy.
Thank you so much for having me. I've been looking
Yeah.
forward to it, and it was fucking so fun. Thank you very
That's good.
much.
That's good.
Yeah,
Follow us
not
on
bad.
the socials at Record Royale. You can check out Joey. I don't know what his tag is. What is it? At Joe Willis, probably.
Mousy.
Mousy.
That's all I go by these days.
Twitter and Instagram. Check us out. Go to our website and read my little Hall of Fame spiel on toxicity, and you can find Adam and Brad's. I don't know. There's no
They're
rush on
coming.
them, boys.
They're
At
coming.
all.
It'll be coming.
But who knows? Maybe a week, maybe a month. Maybe never. We'll see how we keep
See
up
how we
with
go.
the little blog.
Yeah.
But cool, that's another episode done. We'll catch you next week for 2 rockin' damn albums. We'll see you there. See you later, Joe. See you later,
you,
Brad.
Joe.
See you, Adam.
Thanks,
Have a good
mate.
weekend.
Say, boys. Have a good one.